mindset where we focus on what it really takes to level up as a man, mentally, physically, and emotionally. No fluff, no shortcuts, just real strategies for building strength, success, and resilience. So, today we're talking about something that separates the men who win from the men who stay stuck, and that's the power of consistency. Why motivation is overrated, and why the most successful men don't rely on feelings, they rely on discipline. Before we get into it, let me hit you with a story. And this is a lesson from history. The Roman Empire, right, was one of the greatest military forces in history. But do you think the Roman legions won battles because they felt motivated? Hell no. They won because they were disciplined. Roman legionnaires trained every single day, whether they were at war or not. They drilled their formations, they sharpened their weapons, built roads, and maintained their armor. Even after a brutal march, even after a battle, they'd set up camp the exact same way, digging trenches, building defenses, always preparing for the next fight. No excuses. There was no, I don't feel like it today. They didn't wait for motivation. They built a system of habits and made them unstoppable. Now, let me ask you, how different is that from your life? Are you waiting for that perfect moment to start? Are you only working towards your goals when you feel inspired? Because if you are, that's why you keep falling short. How many times have you started something only to quit when the motivation ran out? Maybe it was a new workout plan, a business idea, or a personal goal. You started strong, feeling unstoppable, convinced this time would be different. You bought a gym membership, set up the perfect routine, even told people about your new commitment. But then life happened. You got busy, tired, unmotivated, and before you knew it, you were right back where you started, frustrated, disappointed, wondering why you can't stay consistent. So let's be real. We've all been there. We've all had that moment where we told ourselves, this is the year things are going to change, only to fall back into the same old habits. And every time it happens, you start to question yourself. Maybe I just don't have what it takes. Maybe I'm not built for this. But let me tell you something. It's not you. It's your strategy. And the truth is, you don't need more motivation. You need discipline. That's why we're diving into today. Why motivation is overrated and why the men who win in life don't rely on feelings, they rely on consistency. And if you master this, it will completely change the way you approach your goals, your career, your relationships, and your entire life. You see, most people think success comes from motivation, that if they just stay motivated, they'd reach their final goals. But let me tell you right now, that's a lie, right? Motivation is a feeling, and feelings, they're unreliable. They come and go like the weather. If you only take action when you feel like it, you'll never accomplish anything worth having in life. Let me give you some real world examples of why motivation fails you. If you ever signed up for a gym membership in January, you felt hyped, you went for 2 weeks, maybe even a month, then one day you were tired, or it was raining, or work got busy, and just like that, you stopped going. Ever promised yourself you'd start reading, or saving money, or waking up early? You did it for a few days, maybe even a couple weeks, but then something threw you off. You stayed up too late, spent too much, you skipped a day, and then another, and now you're back to your old habits. Ever told yourself you were going to start a side hustle or build a business, but months later, you haven't even made the first move? You kept waiting for the right time, for that surge of motivation that never came. Why do we do this? Because motivation doesn't last. Think about it. Do you brush your teeth every morning because you're motivated? No. You do it because it's a habit, because it's non negotiable. And that's exactly how you need to approach your goals. Success isn't about how you feel, it's about what you commit to, day in and day out, no matter what. And that's where discipline comes in. I want to talk a little bit about my experience in the Navy, life on a guided missile destroyer. For those who don't know, on a warship, Duty days mean you're on the ship for 24 hours straight. You stand watch, you respond to emergencies, and when something breaks, you fix it, no matter what time it is. And if you're on a guided missile destroyer, that ship is always moving, always training, and always preparing for the next fight. You could be standing watch at 0200, barely keeping your eyes open, and as soon as your relief takes over, you might be called to respond to a fire or a security alert. General quarter drills, they don't care if you just finished a 6 hour watch. When that alarm goes off or the bells start ringing, you're up, fully geared, ready to fight a simulated fire or missile attack. Unreps, also known as underway replenishments. If the ship needs fuel or supplies in the middle of the ocean, you're up and working because the mission doesn't pause. Let me paint a picture for you. It's Sunday and you're on duty. That means you report to the ship in the morning and you're not going home. You stand watch, maybe work on some equipment or admin, and handle shipboard drills. Midnight hits, you're still there. 2 in the morning, maybe you get an hour of rest. But by 06 in the morning, the workday starts for everyone else. There's no break, no extra sleep. You're still expected to work a full Monday like you're fresh and rested. You might be 36 hours deep into a shift before you finally go home. And guess what? No one asks if you feel like it. There's no I'm tired or, whatever excuse. You just do it because the ship runs on discipline, not motivation. So, what this taught me about life and success? Going through stuff like this changes you. It makes you realize that most people don't fail because they're not capable. They fail because they let their feelings decide what they do. And in the Navy, that wasn't an option. And in life, if you want to be successful, you can't sit around waiting until you feel like doing the work. That's just a guaranteed way to get stuck. Think about the most successful people you know. Are they the ones who show up when they're excited and motivated? Or are they the ones who have a standard for themselves, who do the work no matter how tired, stressed, or unmotivated they are? If you wait until you're motivated to go to the gym, you're going to stay weak. Nobody gets in shape by only working when they feel like it. The guys who actually transform their bodies, they're the ones who hit the gym even on the days they'd rather sleep in. If you wait until you're motivated to work on your business, you're going to stay broke. No business was built by someone who only works when they're in the mood. Success comes from showing up daily, even when things feel slow, even when it's frustrated. If you wait until you're motivated to improve your mindset, you're going to stay stuck. Mental toughness isn't built on easy days. It's built by pushing through when you don't want to. Discipline means showing up even when you don't want to. That's how you build mental toughness. That's how you separate yourself from the guys who stay average their whole lives. And here's the truth: average men stay average because they let their emotions control them. But disciplined men, they make decisions based on their standards. So the real question is, what kind of man do you want to be? All right, let's talk science for a second. And if you think this is some tough guy talk, let me hit you with the research. Ready? There's a study from the American Psychological Association that found self discipline is a better predictor of success than IQ. That means the guys who show up consistently, even if they aren't the smartest, strongest, or the most talented, end up ahead in the long run. So I'll read here straight from the study. Students who demonstrated high self discipline outperformed their more impulsive peers, not only in grades, but in standardized test scores, attendance, and even future success. These results suggest that self discipline has a greater impact on academic performance than intelligence. So it's not about being the smartest or gifted, it's about showing up and doing the damn work. That's why motivation is overrated, and that's why discipline is the key to winning in life. All right. So now you know consistency is the key. But how do you actually stay consistent when you don't feel like it? One, you got to set non negotiables. Treat habits like a job. You don't ask yourself, do I feel like going to work today? You just go. Number two, remove the choice. If you leave room for debate, you'll talk yourself out of it. For example, if you decide to go work out, Don't think about it. Just put on your shoes and go. Number three, track your progress. Seeing results motivates you to keep going. For example, put an X on your calendar every day you complete your goal. And number four, surround yourself with the right people. Who's in your circle? Are they pushing you or are they holding you back? If you want to be disciplined, hang around the disciplined people. And my last piece of advice, discipline isn't about being extreme. It's about making daily, repeatable actions. All right, now we've talked about why motivation isn't the key to success, why discipline and consistency matter more, and how the most successful men, whether it's warriors, athletes, or leaders, got where they are by showing up every day. Now it's time to put that into action. So here's my challenge to you. Pick one thing, just one, and commit to doing it every day for 30 days. No excuses, no, I'll do it tomorrow, no falling back into old habits. Just one thing done every day, no matter what. Think about the greatest athletes of all time: Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Tom Brady. These guys didn't rely on motivation to be great. They didn't just train when they felt like it. They put in the work day after day, whether they were tired, sore, or uninspired. That's what makes them legends. Kobe used to wake up at 4 a.m. to get in extra practice before team workouts, not because he was quote unquote motivated, but because he knew consistency is what separates the good from the great. He didn't wait until the game day to turn it on. He trained so hard that when the moment came, he didn't have to think. His preparation took over. That's what discipline looks like. Ask yourself, are you treating your goals like a professional athlete treats their training? Or are you only showing up when it's convenient? I'll also give you a 30-day challenge: 10 push ups every day. Doesn't matter if you're tired, busy, or sore. Drop down and get it done. Athletes don't skip training, and neither should you. Do no sugar for 30 days. Fuel your body like a champion, not like a guy who lets cravings run his life. Or read 5 minutes daily. Great athletes watch game film. You should be learning daily too. Wake up 30 minutes earlier. Champions control their day from the moment they wake up. And last, write down one goal every morning. Winners focus, losers drift. Set your intention daily. And at the end of those 30 days, you'll see something powerful. You'll see that success isn't about hype. It isn't about waiting for motivation to strike. It's about showing up. And once you feel the momentum of consistency, you won't want to go back to relying on motivation again. Look, most people are going to hear this, nod their heads, maybe even get hyped for a few minutes, and then go back to doing nothing. Don't let that be you. I want you to actually commit. Take out your phone, open your notes app, write down one challenge right now. Tell a friend, make it real. You don't need motivation, you need consistency. You need discipline. That's how you win. So go build your own winning streak starting today. If this episode helped you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And as always, keep pushing, keep building, and stay consistent. See you in the next episode.